You hold a green card, but 2025 is about to change the game. New rules that could affect your status, your freedom to travel, and your journey to citizenship are coming fast. Missing these critical updates could cost you years or even your residency. Watch this now to stay ahead and protect your American dream before it's too late. First off, let's talk about the big picture. U.S. immigration policies are always evolving, responding to political shifts, court rulings, and administrative priorities. What you need to understand is that some of the 2025 changes are aimed at streamlining processes, others at tightening security, and a few affect how long you can stay outside the country without risking your green card. That's crucial because maintaining your permanent resident status means understanding those rules inside and out. One major update in 2025 involves the continuous residence requirement for naturalization. If you're a green card holder thinking about becoming a U.S. citizen, you need to pay close attention to this. The U.S. government has clarified that absences of 6 months or more could disrupt your continuous residence, which is a key eligibility factor for applying for citizenship. This means if you leave the U.S. for 6 months or longer, you might have to reset your residency clock. This is a big deal, especially for those with strong ties abroad, traveling frequently for work or family reasons. Planning your trips and time abroad carefully can save you months or even years in your path to citizenship. Along those lines, the rules around maintaining residency have been updated to provide clearer guidance. Previously, some green card holders were uncertain how long they could stay outside the U.S. without jeopardizing their status. Now, the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, or USCIS, has emphasized that extended absences over a year can be considered abandonment of residency unless you apply for a reentry permit. The reentry permit is a vital tool for green card holders who plan to be outside the country for extended periods. In 2025, USCIS has simplified the application process for this permit, making it easier to secure and extending its validity in certain cases. So, if you anticipate long stays abroad, getting a reentry permit is not just smart, it's essential. Speaking of reentry permits, the documentation required to apply has been standardized to reduce delays. You now need to provide proof of your ongoing ties to the U.S., such as employment, property ownership, or family connections. This helps demonstrate your intent to maintain permanent residency. It's a subtle but important shift because it signals that USCIS wants to see evidence you're not just traveling but really keeping the U.S. as your permanent home. Another significant update revolves around the green card renewal process itself. Many holders have expressed frustration with the lengthy and sometimes unpredictable processing times. In 2025, USCIS has announced initiatives to speed up the renewal process by adopting new digital tools and expanding biometric appointment availability. These changes aim to reduce backlogs and allow you to get your renewed green card faster than before. However, it remains crucial to file your renewal applications early, ideally 6 months before your card expires, to avoid gaps in your lawful status. On the topic of travel, there's good news and cautionary advice. The U.S. Customs and Border Protection Agency has ramped up its use of facial recognition technology at ports of entry. This means your identity will be verified more quickly but also more thoroughly. As a green card holder, you should ensure your documentation is current and accurate, as mismatches can lead to secondary screenings or delays. Additionally, be aware of new travel restrictions related to certain countries. Even though green card holders generally have the right to enter the U.S., travel bans and restrictions based on health or security grounds can affect your ability to return promptly. Staying updated on these developments before you travel is essential. For those aiming for U.S. citizenship, the naturalization interview process has seen some changes as well. USCIS has introduced more rigorous English and civics testing, reflecting a push toward higher standards. Preparing thoroughly for these tests is more important than ever. There are new online resources and preparatory classes endorsed by USCIS that you should take advantage of to increase your chances of passing on the first try. Now, let's touch on employment and green card holders. 2025 brings updates to work authorization rules for certain categories of immigrants. For example, spouses of certain visa holders who also hold green cards might see faster processing times for their employment authorization documents. This can be a game changer, especially for families relying on dual incomes. In addition, some sectors facing labor shortages might see priority treatment for green card holders applying for certain job-related benefits or renewals. Another critical topic is the impact of recent Supreme Court rulings on immigration enforcement and deportation. While green card holders generally enjoy strong protections, there are scenarios where criminal convictions or immigration violations can jeopardize your status. Staying informed about legal developments and consulting with an immigration attorney if you face legal challenges is vital in 2025. Also, the Biden administration's ongoing immigration reform efforts may introduce further changes throughout the year. These include potential expansions in the categories eligible for green cards, adjustments to visa quotas, and reforms aimed at reducing processing backlogs. Keeping an eye on these proposals and participating in public comment periods, if possible, can empower you to be proactive about your status. What about the Green Card Lottery, also known as the Diversity Visa Program? The 2025 updates include new eligibility rules and application procedures. While the lottery remains competitive, increased transparency and electronic processing aim to reduce fraud and errors. If you are eligible or have family members applying, paying attention to official announcements and deadlines will be crucial. Finally, let's talk about COVID-19 related policies. Though many pandemic restrictions have eased, certain health-related entry requirements may still apply, depending on your travel origin or health status. The U.S. government continues to adapt its policies in response to global health developments, so checking the latest travel advisories before any trip is a must. In summary, 2025 is shaping up to be a pivotal year for green card holders and U.S. immigration. From residency requirements to renewal processes, travel rules, naturalization standards, employment authorization, and legal protections, there are numerous updates that could directly affect your rights and status. The best way to stay ahead is to stay informed, plan carefully, and seek professional advice when needed. If you want, I can provide a detailed checklist and timeline to help you navigate these changes smoothly, so you never miss an important deadline or requirement. Remember, your green card is not just a piece of plastic, it's your gateway to the American dream, and taking care of it ensures you can keep building your life here. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more updates, and share it with friends or family who might also benefit. Drop your questions or experiences in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you and help however I can. Stay safe, stay informed, and here's to your successful journey in the United States.